Hello there my quilty friends, Joy Quilting here, and today I'm going to show you how I square up my quilts. I'm starting off with a close-up of the zigzag work I put over the edge of the quilt. Nice big wide zigzag on a long stitch length. Okay, and there is part of the quilt. It's a Sunbonnet Sue quilt, and I'm going to show you how I square it up. The reason I put that zigzag stitch on first is to hold the 3 layers in place at the edge before I attach the binding, or even before I square it up. In order to make sure that the fabric doesn't move, I put pins in vertically. Okay, along the edge. There you go. And I'm putting them in this way so that the fabric can't move. If I put them in that way, the fabric could still move, and I want the fabrics to stay as still as they can. So go to the sewing machine now, and using the walking foot on my sewing machine and a zigzag stitch set at a really long length stitch and a wide zigzag, go along the edge. And what you want to do is you want to get the outer side of your zigzag to fall just off your quilt top. Right, and I will need to pick that up. I've come a bit close there, and you take the needles out as you come to them. It's useful to use needle down so that your needle stays in your work when you stop to remove your needles. So can you see it's coming just over the edge and inside. This, here we go, it's going to be like a tacking stitch. It's going to hold the layers in place, and when we cut, we might well cut into it, but it'll still hold the layers in place ready for the binding. So I've gone all around the edge of my quilt using that zigzag stitch, taking one little piece off the edge. Okay, and that's going to hold my 3 layers in place. I'm now going to start squaring my quilt up. So I'm taking a big square ruler and I'm putting that on one corner, trying to get that so it is straight along this edge and straight along here. There's a few little bits peeping out, and those will come off as I cut it. So I'm going to cut that piece, and I'm going to cut here. Okay. Then I'm going to move across to the next corner. And do the same thing again. Okay. So putting my ruler so just along the edge, a few little pieces peeping out. You can see there's a little bit going to be cut off up there. So we're keeping that fairly square and cutting that. Now that I've done 2 edges, I can go across the middle. I've cut into a lot of these V's, this zigzag stitch now, but it'll still, the little bits will still hold the work in place. So I'm now going to take a long ruler, got my 24-inch ruler here, and knowing that both my corners are square, I can take the ruler off the one straight seam edge to the other straight edge, and we can cut that. Then I turn the quilt and go to the next corner and get my square, cut that, and then use the ruler to straighten it off and go around until you've finished squaring your quilt off. And that's it for now. Next I'll be showing you how to add the binding. Bye.